Hey, what's up guys? It's Todd from Human Predator Pack Mule. I'm gonna do a video for you here about how to do a kettlebell swing. Now, first things first, there's one type of kettlebell swing. You're gonna tell me, oh Todd, there's two types. There's one fucking type of kettlebell swing. This American swing stuff, it's not a real kettlebell swing. And there's research to back that up that says you don't generate the same amount of force or power when you're doing an American kettlebell swing as you are to what folks would call the Russian kettlebell swing. Now listen, I hate Russia as much as any freedom-loving American, but the reality is they got it right with the kettlebell swing. So first things first is stop swinging the damn thing up over your head. Now, what we're gonna do is walk through the steps of how to do one, and then from there, break it down to maybe some corrective stuff if that's what you need to figure out how to do a kettlebell swing. So I'm gonna tilt the camera down here a little bit. There's a kettlebell. So first things first is we're gonna get set up, okay? So easy way to know your distance is to do what we do is called, I'm gonna drop down here so you can see me. 1, 2, we take 2 steps back. We call it 1, 2, 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. And it's just to remember that you're gonna line up, take 2 steps back, because that puts your hips in the right position to hike the kettlebell up into your hips so you can snap it. So we look like this. Now we'll go back and we'll take some steps back in case this is tough for you. But 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. Now this puts us in the position to hinge back and reach out and grab the bell, because we want to be able to hike the bell up into our hips to get that momentum, and then we're going to snap up. So what should you look like at the bottom? It should look like a good deadlift. So you're going to get tall and tight. That means that your hips are pointing at your ribs are pointing at your hips. You're essentially standing in a plank. You hinge down, and then you can stand straight up in a deadlift, right? So a kettlebell swing is really just a ballistic deadlift. That's what a kettlebell swing is. So we're gonna do our 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. I'm gonna hinge back. Now my weight is balanced in the middle of my feet. I'm gonna reach out and tilt the bell towards me, because we want this all to be in a straight line. We don't want anything broken, because if there's a break in the chain, you're gonna waste energy, or the bell is gonna flop on you, and you're just not gonna be able to generate the same level of power that you would. Your technique's gonna be fucked up. You're gonna put your back, your hips, something in a weird position, okay? So, we got 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot, and we're gonna hike it. Hike straight up into our hips without our hips really moving, okay? That's it. Start there. Then from this position, what we're gonna do is hike, snap up, put it back down. So we hike and then snap up. What is the snap up like? It's really just like doing a fast deadlift. That's what you're doing on the snap up. You're just doing a really fast deadlift. Now, the thing about it is, you should not be using your arms to lift the bell at all. Your hips are gonna snap, and that's what's gonna carry the bell up to here. We wanna finish in a good plank. We're not going here, we're not going here. We're snapping up until we're tall, locked into a plank, and our arms are parallel with the floor, and then the kettlebell just extends straight out from our arms, okay? So we go 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. My feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna hinge back, tilt the bell towards me, hike it, snap, 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 and back down, okay? So the big things are, we gotta keep that weight balanced in our middle of our feet. We're gonna hinge back, right? Our shoulders are gonna be above our hips. So we don't wanna be in the point where our hips are so high that we're like straight across, right? Our butt is always gonna be a little bit below our shoulders. We hike, we snap. Now on the way back down, to get used to doing it, we can do dead stop kettlebell swings. So you're gonna hike it, snap, go back down, put it back down again, find that balance in your feet. Hike, snap, back up, down, okay? Then once we're good there, that's when we really start to put it together. Now, the kettlebell swing is all about timing. So if your timing's off, your rhythm's gonna be messed up, you're not gonna be generating power from the right places. So what I mean by that is a lot of times on the way down, people start to break their hips before the bell gets back down. And what that does, like I said, is throw your timing off. And it either does two things. You have like a wobbly swing going on where you're not really tight through your midsection and using your hips to drive, or you end up in a squatty swing, which doesn't allow you to generate the same amount of power to kind of throw the bell forward. So what we want to do is we want to wait until our arms hit our torso, boom, then we hinge and snap. So it's like fast, boom, slow, fast, boom, slow. And that's how you keep your rhythm in check. So what we're gonna do is 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot, hike, snap, wait, snap, 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 and back down. Okay? So that is how you do a kettlebell swing. So you're gonna do your, let's go through the steps again. You're gonna go 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. You're gonna hinge. You're gonna tilt the bell back towards you. Notice how my wrists stay straight, they're not broken either. I'm gonna hike, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna hike, I'm gonna snap. And then I can start stringing together. Here's another thing. You wanna make sure that your weight selection is right. And often it means that you need to start with more weight rather than less weight, or a happy medium of weight. So if you're grabbing if you're a dude, especially like a bigger, stronger dude, you need to grab like a 24 kilogram kettlebell to be able to learn it, because the weight's not gonna give your body enough input if you don't have at least that, so you can learn how to move. Women, at least a 16. If you're starting lighter than that, you're probably just not strong enough to do a kettlebell swing yet, and you really need to work on your deadlifts. So you need enough weight for it to be educational to teach your body how to do it. So that is the kettlebell swing, Russian style. Stop doing American fucking swings because they're not a real thing. Okay, I'll see you later, bye.